Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to work on measuring length. So remember, length is how long or how short something is. So when you measure length, you're measuring from one side to the other, like this. So we're going to complete some sentences using some of these pictures here. So if you have some of these items around, you can actually compare them. Or if you don't have them, then that's okay. We can just use the pictures and talk about it together. So my sentence up here at the top says, the blank is longer than the blank. So I have two pictures. I have a stapler and I have a crayon. So we're going to use these two pictures and we're going to compare them. So I want you to think about the size of a stapler. So a regular stapler is about this big, okay? A crayon, I have a crayon right here. It's like this. So if my stapler I said was this big, and a crayon is this big, that means my stapler would be longer than my crayon. So the stapler is longer than the crayon. Let's try another one. So let's see, I'm going to get an eraser and a keyboard. All right, so let's think. A pink eraser is about this big. A keyboard, depending on the type of keyboard you have, can be different sizes. So if it's a regular keyboard, like what you have for a desktop at home, it's about this big. That's bigger than my screen. Big. If you are using a Chromebook or laptop, it might be a little bit smaller. But an eraser is very small. So my keyboard is going to be longer than my eraser. So this sentence starter says the blank is shorter than the blank. So an eraser would be shorter than my keyboard. So let me move my eraser up here and my keyboard. So an eraser is shorter than the keyboard. Let's try another one. This sentence starter has three blanks. So it says the blank and blank are longer than the blank. So let me get three different pictures. Let's do a shoe, a pencil, and a paper clip. So let's see. A shoe. That can be different sizes too. If you're talking about your dad or your mom's shoe, or if you're talking about you or your baby brother or sister's shoe, those are all going to be different sizes. So let's think of maybe like your dad's shoe. So your dad's shoe would be pretty long, right? What about a pencil? Think about a brand new pencil that you just sharpened. They're pretty long. And now let's think of a paper clip. A paper clip is used to hold some papers together. They can be teeny tiny or a little bit bigger. So which of those two objects are going to be longer than the other one? The shoe and the pencil are going to be longer than a paper clip because a shoe and pencil are bigger. Shoes like this, pencils like this, a paper clip is like this. So the shoe and the pencil will be longer than a paper clip. Let's look at one more slide. This one says the blank and the blank are shorter than the blanks. Let's get some different pictures here. Do this one. And let's do this one. And we've done this one yet. Alright. So I have a book, a crayon, and glue. So my book could be different sizes too. Well, let's just think of a regular book. Probably about like this size, okay? So a book, a crayon, and a glue bottle, okay? So our sentence starter says two of them are shorter than something else. So let's see. I'm thinking of a book, a crayon, and glue. I would say my crayon is pretty small, so it's going to be shorter. And I would think my glue bottle would also be shorter. And my book would be longer. So a crayon and glue are shorter than my book. So you're going to be working on measuring the length, how long or short an object